And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome our first fighter making his way to the cage out of the red corner. This is GIEDRIUS Karavackas.
GIEDRIUS Karavackas moved to the United States from his native Lithuania in 2007 to pursue his professional MMA career. A very, very good judo player, world class in fact. Competed for Lithuania in the European Championships, the World Championships, and in judo, he holds a win versus the German olvides, who won the gold medal at 81 kilograms at the 2008 Summer Olympics.
It's an impressive resume getting a win over a guy like that.
Karavackas says that he wants to use his judo throws in this fight. Feels that he has a judo base in this sport.
Judo guys, great throws and great base. They're very hard to get off you once they're on top, extremely hard to sweep.
Karavackas telling us in our fighter meeting that he learned to be very calm in MMA through his years in judo, where you have to be calm, you have to be composed.
And now we welcome his opponent tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, Sam OROPEZA.
Sam OROPEZA is one of the main training partners of Bellator's reigning 155-pound world champion Eddie Alvarez. He also trains regularly with Bellator's reigning 135-pound world champion Zach Makovsky.
Those are not easy guys to train with. If you don't improve in the gym with those guys, take a lot of beatings.
OROPEZA is a very cerebral fighter. Says that he is very big on visualization, self-affirmation. Loves to play the mental game in this sport. Thinks that this is truly about mental preparedness.
That's true. I mean, this sport, like any other, 90% mental.
In the cage, OROPEZA says that he has a great deal of respect for his opponent tonight, GIEDRIUS Karavackas. He thinks it's going to be an exciting fight. He feels that he has to throw a lot of elbows and knees in the stand-up, obviously wary of the clinch.
Well, neither guy has gone to the distance in victory. They've finished all of their opponents that they've defeated by either KO or submission.
A big, big fight for these two Bellator middleweights in their Bellator debut. Jimmy, our tale of the tape.
You see 5'11" to 6'2", OROPEZA very tall. Calls himself a striker first. He's going to keep the judo player on the outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight here at Caesars Atlantic City Bellator Fighting Championships on MTV2, along with Everlast. Greatness is within. Now go to a feature fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. First, introducing the red corner at 5'11", weighing in at 169.5 pounds. As a professional, he brings 4 wins with 1 loss from Somers Point, New Jersey. Introducing GIEDRIUS Karavackas. And across the cage is the adversary fighting out of the blue corner at 6'2", weighing in at 170.5 pounds. His professional record, 5 wins, a single defeat from Briarcliff, Pennsylvania, presenting Sam OROPEZA. And when the bell rings, in charge, referee Dan Mergliata.
And there you see Bellator's lightweight world champion Eddie Alvarez in support of his training partner and friend Sam OROPEZA. He will join Jimmy Smith and myself later tonight on commentary for our lightweight tournament championship, Michael Chandler versus Patricky Pitbull. This in the welterweight division, the bell in round number 1.
OROPEZA coming out using footwork, but also he's hunching down to the shorter man's level.
GIEDRIUS Karavackas is in the black trunks. Sam OROPEZA is in the American flag trunks.
And you can tell who the striker is. OROPEZA already angling, already on his toes.
2 long, lean 170-pounders. Powerful body kick by OROPEZA. Karavackas countered with the straight left. Another body kick. Running forward with the punches is the Lithuanian Karavackas.
Karavackas has to move forward to use that judo game, has to get in the clinch.
Body kick by Karavackas. Head kick blocked.
He's just throwing them with abandon.
Head kick over the top by Oropeza. Body kick. This sold-out crowd here at Caesars in Atlantic City is firmly behind Oropeza. Philadelphia area fighter. Philadelphia, just over an hour's drive from AC, our location tonight. You saw the Alvarez. Zach Makovsky is in attendance as well.
Almost Karavackas hanging out on the outside. It's not where you want to be against a taller, longer opponent. He has to move in.
Body kick off of the right hand by Karavackas. Karavackas really staying on his toes, Jimmy. A lot of bounce in his step.
Problem is he's hesitating, he's waiting, and Oropeza's getting off first.
Leg kick by Sam Oropeza. Oropeza now trying to walk down his man, almost a headbutt to the stomach by Karavackas, then a knee by Oropeza.
Judo player now in the clinch.
Way cinch. Reverse elbow by Oropeza. Karavackas looking for the outside trip, now looking for the inside trip.
And he's trying to stay glued to Oropeza.
Karavackas holding the outside trip position. Triangling on his own legs. Bit of a stalemate at the moment. Karavackas still looking for that outside trip.
Looks like he had one hook in for a while. You see here, might be a tripper. He might be trying to take the back, but he can't get that right hook in with Oropeza up against the cage.
Very good defense by Oropeza. Karavackas tenacious, looking for this throw or takedown. Can't find either. Now he gets the takedown.
Oropeza right back to his feet.
Judo players in this sport always want big throws, but often they just have to settle for the short takedowns, just getting their men off balance.
Hey, any takedown's a takedown.
Chanted support of Sam Oropeza. But he's playing defense at the moment. It's Karavackas with virtually no support here at Caesars in Atlantic City. Getting the better of things, at least in terms of position right now, and gets the takedown.
Rolling for that Kimura, trying to get it scrambled. He's got a good guy on his back now.
Karavackas.
I see some Karavackas fans over here. They have their own little section. But right now, it's Sammy O on top.
Karavackas played for wrist control, couldn't find it, now closes guard. Oropeza on top, letting go with the punches.
He's got to be careful, he's got long limbs.
Big left hand, didn't fully connect though from Oropeza.
Got to be thinking armbar against a guy like that.
That's a big left hand that connected. Oropeza punching the leg, punching the head, punching the stomach. Karavackas trying to throw a straight left from flat on his back. Jimmy, I know as a fighter, you're not a fan of that.
Well, it's hard, you know, it's one of those things where you're not going to trade punches while you're, oh,
Here, left hand! Referee Dan Mergliotta taking a really close look.
That's why you can't trade punches. The guy on top is going to hit a lot harder than you will.
Closing seconds of round number one. Oropeza looking for the finish.
Don't know if he's going to have time to get it, and he doesn't. Supporting his teammate, Sammy O.
Round number two of this Bellator feature fight at 170 pounds. GIEDRIUS Karavackas now lives in New Jersey, from Lithuania, versus Sam Oropeza from Briarcliff, Pennsylvania, the greater Philadelphia area. Karavackas is in the black trunks. Oropeza is in the American flag trunks. Jimmy, on your scorecard.
I have it 10-9 Oropeza. Certainly controlled that first round, landed some great strikes, almost finished it at the end. Not quite a 10-8.
Referee Dan Mergliotta was taking a really close look in the closing stages of round number one, Jimmy.
He certainly was, but credit to Karavackas, he was with it, he was defending himself, no reason to stop that fight.
Blood coming out of Karavackas's left nostril.
The thing is, what is Karavackas going to do now? What are his adjustments? Because he got outboxed in that first round. got to figure out the riddle of the range here. He has to figure out how to get inside, how to work his game against a guy who's not only striking a lot, but using very good angles, good footwork.
Excellent footwork from both fighters. Both have been on their toes. Head kick blocked.
Oropeza, tick-tock, going back and forth a little bit left to right, a little bit more effectively.
Just by watching the feet of Karavackas, if you've ever seen international level judo, if you've ever watched judo in the Olympics, you can tell that GIEDRIUS Karavackas has competed in judo at a high level. He has that judo sort of bounce.
Certainly does.
Karavackas, where he wants to be, in the clinch, putting pressure on Oropeza. Fishing for the trip again is Karavackas. World-class judo players, which is what Karavackas is, without hyperbole, can turn what looks like a trip into a hard throw in an instant.
So far, good balance by Oropeza.
Good knee by Karavackas. You're right, Jimmy. Excellent balance, excellent defense by Oropeza. Knee by Karavackas, not much on that. Karavackas still applying pressure, holding the high body lock.
Let's go, keep active, keep active.
Call for action from referee Dan Mergliotta. Right hand on the inside by Karavackas. Back to the center of the cage. Oropeza coming forward. Thigh kick by Oropeza.
Karavackas has to get that left foot on the outside of Oropeza's right foot and really commit to that right hand.
Oh, good powerful body kick. Knee by Karavackas and another short left uppercut by Oropeza. Straight right hand by Karavackas.
Now bowling in. He's just running in, throwing strikes to cover up the clinch, trying to, use his strikes to set up that inside game.
There's a beautiful outside trip by Karavackas.
2 minutes left. What can he do with it?
Oropeza trying to cage walk.
Don't grab his shorts.
Karavackas almost holding a side headlock position, posturing on his left hip, letting go with the right hand.
Very popular judo position. Oropeza cage walking. He's got to get his head free, and he does.
Looking for the outside trip from the body lock again is Karavackas. Backwards elbow by Oropeza. Short left hands.
Karavackas is finally keeping this fight where he wants it, inside, tight, up against the fence.
More short left hands, not much on those lefts though by Karavackas.
That was a very tough round to score. Oropeza hasn't gotten off like he did in the first round. But Karavackas hasn't done a ton of damage. Nice left hook.
You may notice blood on the right arm of Sam Oropeza. It is from the nostril of GIEDRIUS Karavackas. There's the takedown from the American Oropeza.
And he ends up on top like he finished in the first round, on top.
Another big left hand. Didn't fully land. More clipping on the temple. Straight rights from the bottom by Karavackas.
Good left.
Karavackas now closes guard. Elbow strike just missed by Oropeza. Both fighters continuing to punch, and a big elbow from the top by Oropeza. 1984 Olympic gold medalist for the U.S. in Greco-Roman wrestling. Round number 3.
Excellent commentator as well. Gotta throw that in there. Oh, Karavackas starting off hard.
Jimmy, on your unofficial scorecard.
Well, it was a close second round, but I thought Oropeza finished off strong and stole the round. 2 rounds to none, 20-18.
Two fighters going all out in their Bellator debut. Lithuanian-born GIEDRIUS Karavackas is in the black trunks. The American Sam Oropeza is in the American flag trunks. Hammer fist from the top now by Karavackas.
Now Karavackas is on top for the first time with a lot of time in the round.
Open guard by Oropeza. Karavackas trying to pass.
Oh, good right hand.
Huge right hand. I think that's his best punch of the fight. Karavackas on the sit through.
He's in the side headlock position. We call it a head and arm in wrestling, but
and again, that's what they teach you in judo off the throw.
He's trying to lock up that arm. If he can get his leg over that arm, he could have a submission here. He might have it.
Referee Dan Mergliotta is looking for just that.
He's got to pull up on Oropez's head and put his hips in. He's got to wrench that head off the ground. That's the key to this submission, is pulling up on the head.
Oropeza, you can see his head going bright red from all of the pressure from GIEDRIUS Karavackas.
But it's not a choke, it's an arm crank, and he has to lift up the head and crank on the arm with his hip, and right now he's not doing that. He's using it to strike.
Oropeza flat on his back, eating a lot of left hands, unfettered shots.
And he's almost using this as a crucifix position.
One-way traffic at the moment for GIEDRIUS Karavackas. Continuing to throw the left hands flush into the face of Sam Oropeza.
If he can't do more to defend, they're going to stop this fight. These aren't huge shots.
But they're unfettered shots.
Yeah, he can't defend on this side. Dan Mergliotta is going to stop this soon if he doesn't see something. I'm surprised he's not throwing any short elbows. He's just throwing fists. Now he's cranking on the head. Looks like he's trying to finish this shoulder lock.
A lot of crank from Karavackas, still throwing those unfettered left hands.
Man, that shoulder's under a lot of pressure. He's not quite committing to it. He's using it more to strike than to finish.
So much pressure. Blood trickling out of the corner of the right eye of Sam Oropeza.
Oropeza might be coming out. Nope. Karavackas pulls him back.
More big left hands. Karavackas continuing to throw those left hands flush into the face of Sam Oropeza.
The referee's telling him, if you don't move, I'm going to stop it. Man, he looks like he's about to jump in.
Referee Dan Mergliotta taking a really close look now. Oropeza trying to move, trying to scramble. Karavackas still holding position, still letting go with the lefts.
Now Karavackas has to be thinking, what else do I have to do? But he's not quite turning it up enough to finish the fight. He goes back to the headlock and then starts punching. He needs to stay on the punches and get this fight finished.
Deep into our third and final round of this Bellator feature fight in the welterweight division. GIEDRIUS Karavackas versus Sam Oropeza. Referee Dan Mergliotta is still taking a close look. He's told Oropeza, you've got to do something or I'm going to stop this fight.
The problem is Karavackas isn't just committing to the strikes or the shoulder lock. He's kind of in the middle of both. He hasn't given enough strikes to get them to stop this fight. He's not cranky enough to get the tap. Now there he goes.
The tap. And a submission win for GIEDRIUS Karavackas in his Bellator debut.
Man, that is a comeback.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the tap comes officially at 3:59 of round number 3 by way of a pillow arm lock. The winner by submission, GIEDRIUS Karavackas.
A win in his Bellator debut for the world-class judo player from Lithuania, GIEDRIUS Karavackas, as he defeats Sam Oropeza by way of third-round submission.